So it's nearly 3:30 in the morning and I'm off to Scotland. I'm going to head up right up north past the Isle of Skye, and I'm going to try fishing some of the remote sea locks up there for pollock. I'm just lure fishing on this trip. I'm not going to bother with the bait because it's going to be, I'm only going fishing for a couple of days. So yeah, the lure fishing appeals to me better in any way. So I'm not taking loads of heavy gear, just taking me spinning rods and a few lures. So we'll see how we'll get on. I believe it's going to take me about 7 hours to get up there. So nearly 3:30 now, should be around about 10 AM when I arrive up in the northwest of Scotland. So wish me tight lines. It's a place I've never been to before, so this is going to be new to me. So here we go, looking forward to it. Bring it on. So after an amazing 7-hour drive through the Scottish countryside, I've arrived at Loch Torridon, and for about the first hour I've been catching loads of fish, but they've only been about a pound or a pound and a half. Oh, this one wants to go back on the front, straight back on. So here's a nice one, first decent one I've had. So yeah, I was hoping for a few more. I'm just fishing the ebb and also the tide. When the tide comes in, I'm hoping it's going to get there. Yeah, Wester Ross and Loch Torridon are starting to produce the goods now. So I can catch a big one, or a real big one, much bigger. So we went from crazy rainstorm within half an hour. It's absolutely flat calm now, it's not a breath of wind, but unfortunately that's brought the midgies out. A little nuisance is them. But anyway, I should be okay with my head net on. I've got gloves on, I'm quite well wrapped up, so they shouldn't be able to get in anyway. I'll put a bit of jungle formula on if they start really irritating. I might need some tonight because I'm camping out tonight. I'm actually going to go to a campsite called the White Campsite on Loch Carron. I was going to wild camp, but the weather forecast has been so bad, and it's actually, I'm glad I booked up on the campsite because around here there's not really a lot of level ground. It's all hilly and bumpy, and plus by the looks of it I would be kept murdered with the midges. So yeah, I'll keep on fishing. Still got a couple hours left yet. I'm gonna fish till about 7:30, and see I got here fishing for around about 11:30 after I had a bite to eat. Wasn't too far of a walk. The car's probably about 500 yards away off the road. So I've just seen a seal come past, which wasn't good news, so I thought I'd have a little rest, but I haven't seen it pop up anywhere. So yeah, we'll keep fishing, and hopefully I can get that big pollock I've been after. If I could get one around about £5 or over, that would really make me day. I've just really come for the one big fish. I've had loads of small ones. I must have had at least 20 small pollock and coalies up to about £1.50. and I've had 3 decent pollock up at about £4, and so far I've had 3 little cuckoo wrasse. If I can get the blue one, I've just been jigging along the bottom and they've been attacking it. We'll have another crack. Nothing worse if you get one trapped inside your mesh net. I think I might have one in there, I'm not too sure. Probably end up with a big spot on my nose or something later. Get it, and there's still fish there. Had a bit of a quiet spell for an hour over low tide. I won about £3. So yeah, it's definitely turning into a good day now. Still got a good few hours left yet. And hopefully the flood tide will bring a few fish on. That one was on a red gill rascal, the white and red one, which is obviously always deadly then. 4-inch size. Get in. It's great when a mark produces what you've been looking at and hoping, but you don't really have a good idea of how it'll fish. And you get there and you actually start catching fish. Amazing. I've got a fish on, probably a pollock. It's not a huge one. Oh no, it's another cuckoo wrasse. This one's even brighter. Again, I was jigging it right along the bottom instead of a bit about mid-water for the pollock. Yeah, so I was jigging it along the bottom instead of mid-water for the pollock. I haven't really got the camera set up very well at the moment. The rain's still coming down a bit. There you go. Another one. Get in. I've mainly been using a silver minnow lure. Had loads of fish on it, only a couple of decent ones, £3 to £4. Loads of £1.5 stuff. But the tide was going out. I believe that this mark will probably fish better when the tide starts coming in. So fingers crossed. I've also got my other rod set up with a white and red gill. I've only had a couple of casts for this so far, but I've had a small pollock, so that's working as well. Yeah, but I'm still on Loch Torridon. We'll see how it fishes today. If I don't get any decent ones, I'll try another loch tomorrow. But yeah, this is a spot I've always wanted to try. It's one of them where you look on maps and you see the rocks and you see there's really deep water next to them, and you don't really hear about many people fishing up here. I have seen one or two videos by the Highlands angler. If you want to check them out on YouTube, he's a nice fella. I sometimes talk to him. He catches some nice fish up this way, so yeah, check him out. But yeah, we'll keep going, see how this fishes today. I'm here for a couple of days. If it doesn't fish brilliantly, like I say, I'll try another loch tomorrow. We'll see how we get on there. Tight lines. Coloured cuckoo wrasse on the lure. I just love these fish. I wonder if I can catch a blue one as well. Yeah. Yeah, so it hasn't been a bad day today really. I haven't caught tons of huge fish. Yeah, so I was early to bed last night in my tent, and it absolutely chucked it down all night, but I was nice and warm. It was a really mild night. I had a really good sleep, and I was up before the crack of dawn this morning, around about 5:30 am. Straight out in the car, and I thought I would drive the 20 miles down to Loch Douche, which I've always fancied fishing but never have. It's just before you get to Isle of Skye. On this trip I'm not going to go to Isle of Skye. I just fancy relatively easy fishing with shortish walks, so that's why I'm fishing the lochs and places I've never been to, which I'm quite enjoying, to be honest. Yeah, so I headed down to Loch Douche, and I fished there for about 3 hours, and I only had a small mackerel or two and some small coalies, and then rafts and rafts of weed appeared out of nowhere with a big tide, picking it up off the rocks. And basically I couldn't fish for a good hour. There's so much weed in front of us, which you'll see in the video. So the weeds kind of started to subside as the tide went out, and I kept on fishing, but it just wasn't getting any better and I wasn't feeling the buzz for it. So I jumped in the car and I headed back up on the hour's drive up to Loch Torridon, and I'm going to try this mark, see how we'll get on here. I've just lost a small fish on the spinner, so I've decided I'll change over and I'll use a 2 ounce dead weight on a 5 foot flown trace and a red and white red gill, which is 4 inch in length. There we go. So I hope I do catch a few fish here, or the trip will turn out to be relatively poor. But anyway, even if it is, I hope you've enjoyed the video. But my day's certainly not over yet. I've got a good 7 or 8 hours here before dusk sets in, and I head back to the campsite for my last kip before homeward bound tomorrow. About 300-mile drive, 7 hours. But yeah, gonna give it a go. See what happens. Well, the first fish of the day hit me down the side there. Just a really small pollock. Really small. There's not much happening at the moment. We'll keep going. Yeah, woo! This one's been long in the coming. Still not as big as I was catching yesterday. But maybe a start, hopefully. It's coming up the low tide and I'm hoping that the flood tide's going to fish well, but who knows, only the fish know that, to be honest. I've said it many times and it just doesn't happen. Hopefully anyway. There you go, a small one. Small one. Let's get its bigger brother, I hope. Well guys, I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed this Jarrow Viking insane angling adventure on Loch Torridon. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, despite a lack of big fish. I've caught plenty, mainly small stuff, to be honest. It's a shame I didn't get one over £5, which I was aiming for, but I got fairly close, and I definitely lost one big one. The final day has been a little bit slower. It was poor down on Loch Douche. I've had a few fish back on this mark on the Loch Torridon. Poor cod, little cuckoo wrasse, smallish pollock, so it hasn't been all bad. Yeah, so if you've enjoyed this, so I've enjoyed making it, please tell your friends and subscribe to the channel, and as always I really love to read the comments and reply to you best I can. I think I always reply to everybody. If not, let me know. So I'm going to head back to the car now. Short 10-15 minute walk up to the car and get back to the campsite, which I've got to say is a cracking little campsite. Big heads up to the wee campsite at Loch Carron. I'll definitely stay there again someday. It's fairly basic, but it's got everything you need. So I'm off ski. Just couldn't resist, could I? I had to come back for my camera, didn't I? On that last shot as I was walking away back home. And I thought, oh, I'll have one more chuck. Oh, I'll have one more chuck, and there you go. Lovely Ballon wrasse. Smashed into me though. I think I might have another couple of chucks now. It'll be dark before I go home. I'll have to put my headlamp on. Yeah, beautiful. And another. I think I was going to leave prematurely. I think I'll definitely wait until dusk starts to set in, then I'll have to be away for sure. Maybe it's getting another half an hour or so. Get in. Fish are coming on. Been all day, but they're coming on now. Then another pollock after that. There the hell. Aye. Probably be tomorrow morning, I'll still be here. I love it, man. I love it. Well, I didn't catch that monster. I think I pulled it out in the bag. Never doubted it really, did you? Cough, cough. I did kind of anyway. But at the very end it was a good day. I hope the quality on this bit is decent, because I'm having to take it on my phone. My proper camera ran out. So tight lines, all the best, and remember, subscribe, and please leave a comment. I love to read the comments. Thanks very much. Bye.